Hi, what up y'all? It's Metaphor. Representing everyone in Zero and Verse. We're going to do a video on the moon in Pisces, which is the current transit. The moon in Pisces is a mutable water sign, so being able to adapt to an individual's emotions and a way of feeling, and being able to give that way of feeling to other people and kind of tap into other energies of individuals, and you know how other individuals feel in a certain circumstance. So this is a very unique kind of sign. So you can tell a moon Pisces individual whenever they have kind of an out there way of expressing themselves. You may, okay, it's that moon in Pisces, or is that moon in Sagittarius, things like that. Excuse me. The moon signs that are mutable, or any sign that's mutable, is an individual that's kind of out there. You see what I mean? They have a certain thought that they may not express to you, but they do have it on their mind. And you see what I'm saying? It's like the cardinal signs kind of initiate and create and bring the power to things, and want to have control. The mutable signs just want to change things and put them in the best perspective for themselves and kind of maneuver, you see what I mean, around what's been initiated. So if we think about it, like the Aries initiates, the Taurus grounds it and fixes it, and the Gemini changes it. The Cancer initiates again. So like after it's fixed again in the Leo, then the Virgo changes it again and gets the details. You see what I mean? So it's like the mutable sign is like the last of the sign. You see what I mean? Pisces being the final in the zodiac as well. So you look at it being a dream, an illusionary, and an individual that always has an emotion that's in another space. You see what I'm saying? So like they can be in this reality but also feeling in a whole other emotional reality as well. So it's like the expression that you never know where someone's actually at emotionally. So like whenever we're actually transiting with the moon in Pisces, people are gonna have those out there thoughts, and you might not actually be aware of what's actually going on with an individual. So you kind of got to be careful what you say and how you act around an individual and things of that nature. So kind of illusory, you see what I'm saying? So that's kind of the little ground basis of the moon in Pisces. And I'll do a little rundown of the houses real fast. So the moon in the first house would be an individual with the Pisces rising, and a Pisces rising with the moon transiting here would be an individual that has a dream, illusion, and nightmare about their personality. So they're a dreamy individual. They're that individual, like I say, that is in a whole other realm of reality, and it's transiting your first house. So you'll be like, oh wow, I didn't even know I had that kind of ability and things of that nature. It's like the Pisces kind of doesn't see themselves in the greatest light at all times. You see what I mean? So I'm not speaking for all Pisces, but sometimes Pisces deal with that. So in the second house would be the value of this dream, illusion, and nightmare kind of thing, and that way to adapt upon that dreamy feeling and that knowledge and wisdom upon that feeling. So it would be the second house, and this would be for the Aquarius rising. Yeah, so a fixed air. So when the personality of the Aquarius comes through, it has, we just had that moon there, you're going to be seeing, okay, that's my new personality, okay, this is the things I'm valuing in the way that I feel. So this is just a little breakdown of the houses, and I might run out of time on this video. My little fucking light is blinking on my camera. So and this would be the third house. Now this would be Capricorn rising, so it would be a new environment, and the way that you feel, the way that you feel, you're going to be able to adapt to it more. You're going to see like, okay, these people's emotions I can actually kind of relate. You see what I mean? And with the second house, just to finish that up, I don't know. I kind of got caught up in the light blinking. It would be a new feeling of value for what people got going on. You see what I mean? So you're going to like, oh, okay, I can actually appreciate where people are at. And I have a new feeling upon their values and my values and things like that. You're able to adapt to other people's emotional value. Well, the emotions that people value. You see what I mean? It's that water element. So that fourth house now, and this would be the Sagittarius rising. This would be the private home, and the privacy and home emotions, and things that you want to keep to yourself, but like people very close to you, close to your heart. The fourth house being the heart space, and this would be able to adapt to people in your home. You're like, okay, I can actually feel where I'm coming from, and I can relate to where other people are coming from. This is a good little alignment. If the Sagittarius doesn't just kind of try to burn through reality and bring everybody to their vision and things like that. Sometimes you don't got to get your knowledge and wisdom across. The Sagittarius risings, just be careful there in your home. And to the fifth house would be the eighth house alignment, where the eighth house of birth, this sign, the Scorpio, and this would be the way that you express yourself. So you're having an expression that's able to adapt to other people's ways of expressing themselves as well. So it's like the ability to see where someone is at individually, and your individuality. Like, okay, I'm this way, and other people are on this other fixed way of being, like having that seventh house in Taurus kind of thing, that when you relate, it's kind of relates to your expression and things like that. So to just kind of bring the two houses together, that little sextile that you're going to experience, the way that you express yourself now is going to affect your relationship whenever the moon travels through Taurus, and that'll be Uranian, things like that. So that's kind of what you're going through right now with the Scorpio rising. So just be aware of the way that you're expressing yourself, and don't be too out there. Kind of relate to people's emotions more. So the sixth house would be the Libra rising, and this would be a routine and pattern, and a new we already had that new moon in Capricorn. I'm kind of caught up on that. So your routine and pattern, you're going to feel a way that you can adapt to other people's emotions. Okay, so like to say, this person is going through this, and if I could go over to grandma on hospice, for example, I'm going to put that on my schedule, and that'll I can adapt to her feeling, and she can adapt to me, and we'll have a knowledge and wisdom based conversation, and I'll be able to expand and things like that. That's like the Pisces sixth house kind of nature. Like, they want to relate to an individual as a Libra, so they want to put this feeling on a schedule. So like, people make you feel a certain type of way, and you want to be in a certain vibration, and boom, go with that. This is kind of like me dissecting the little signs, and people can see how other signs react in their areas of life. So with the Virgo rising, this would be their seventh house, so the way that they relate and their relationship. So the Virgo is going to have this emotion to relate to an individual in their relationship, and actually adapt to their emotion. It's either you adapt here and you see like, okay, this is an adequate relationship, we can continue with this, or you kind of have that premonition whenever that Taurus hits that ninth house and things like that. You're like, okay, yeah, that's a little bit out there. So yeah, that's just a little excerpt for that. So just watch who you're relating to and things like that at this point in time. And it's like, does that actually appeal to your emotions, things like that. And with the Leo rising, this would be the eighth house. So you're behind the scenes secrets and things you want to keep, kind of in your closet and things like that. For example, things that you don't want everybody to see on Front Street. This is going to be in that feeling of what do you want to keep behind the scenes. What do you want to actually bring to the forefront, and who's actually eighth house to you. Who knows your secrets and things like that, and who knows things you want to keep behind the scenes from the public and things like that, behind your expression. This is going to be the emotion that you're going to be dealing with. So either bring that to the forefront with the individuals that you actually want to express that to, or like kind of keep it in closed doors, and then you'll be good with that. See what I'm saying? And then whenever that hits your 10th house, you'll have this certain status, and you'll see, okay, this is where Uranus is putting me in this emotional state. And now with the Cancer rising,